Hello, everyone. Uh, Good day to you. Actually, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from all over the world. So you are warmly welcome, and this is the Scholarships Aspirants YouTube channel once again. So today we are delighted as we'll be sharing about this latest scholarship opportunity by Queen Elizabeth Commonwealth. So please come with me, stay with me very closely as we'll be discussing about the important information that we trust they are going to help you in, starting to apply for this particular scholarship. So first of all, before we start the discussion of today, let me take this opportunity to thank you guys for supporting us, for taking your time to continue visiting this site, exploring and trying to utilize the resources, scholarships opportunities that we discuss and we publish on this site. So we also have a greater number of testimonies from a lot of applicants, who are following this site, who are doing a great job in the application process. And we really appreciate for you guys. And we wish you all the best in your scholarship application process. Then again, we have already discussed a lot of things on this site. We have discussed about some difficulty aspects, difficulty issues that most of the scholarship recipients they face on this site. So you can explore that discussion and learn more about the scholarship application process, difficulties side, and actually learn from the difficulty as well as the recommendations that we suggested that you may take in order to simplify the scholarship application process. But also we have already discussed about how is it possible, especially for the students with low grades or in terms of GPA, grade point average, performance, or CCGPA, depending on the system of your former school. So we have discussed that particular question and how those particular students with the low grades, they can afford or they can be able, to start the scholarship application process and actually win the scholarship. So we have that, resource just right here on this YouTube channel. So please, you can visit it, go through different videos here and learn about those important techniques. But also we have already shared about different scholarships opportunities. Recently we have shared about, Chulalongkorn University scholarship, one of the best scholarship that will give you an opportunity to pursue your education in Thailand, and especially in the oldest city, that's Bangkok. But also we have published about the Dekini University scholarship, so which will give you an opportunity to pursue your education in Australia. But also we have discussed the various scholarship opportunity, including that one to pursue or to study at the University of Indonesia in the University of Indonesia, actually in Indonesia, which is university-based scholarships. But still, there is a plenty of scholarships opportunities that we have already discussed on this YouTube channel. So we would like to request you to continue exploring, continue using this site to find those, scholarship opportunities that we have already published or we have already discussed on this site, and find the one that interests you most. But once again, please we would like to remind you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If it's your first time to visit this site, please hit the subscription button so that you keep receiving the notification, you keep receiving the news whenever we publish, whenever we discuss the important information, or we actually share the scholarship opportunity like we are doing today. So you'll be first person to receive the notification, and then that will simplify for you to quickly come and try to see the particular opportunity that we have published here, and try to act on it as soon as possible. So after saying that, then we'll go to actually discuss about the scholarship, about the topic of today, which actually is the Queen Elizabeth Commonwealth Scholarship. So this is as you can see, we are already on the website of this particular scholarship. So then we will go to dig deep to see the application and procedure, different useful information. So please pay attention, because the failure to pay attention, it means you are at risk, of not submitting, the application materials that are relevant. Yeah. So Queen Elizabeth Commonwealth Scholarships. So the theme is the international collaboration. So this is what you should first understand. This is actually the theme of this particular scholarship opportunity. So what is Queen Elizabeth Commonwealth Scholarship, which is QECS? So it offers a unique opportunity to study a 2-year master's degree in a low or middle income Commonwealth country. So this is scholarship opportunities among of the prestigious scholarship, one of the super scholarship opportunity, and which will give you, an opportunity to pursue your education in the low or middle income Commonwealth countries. But also it's aimed at students who are committed to creating change in their communities. The scholarships are life-changing opportunity. So to experience a new country and the culture. So this scholarship is next level, because you will get an opportunity to explore culture, new country, but also to broaden your horizons and build a global network. So you get an opportunity to build or to expand your network in the connections globally. So that will last a lifetime. But also through cultural exchange and academic collaboration, Queen Elizabeth Commonwealth Scholars help bring about a positive change. So if you are ready to bring about a positive change and find the solutions to the shared challenges we face, both in their home countries and those that host them. And so as an active part of the Commonwealth network, scholars will help shape its future. So this kind of scholarship is looking for talented young individuals, talented citizens, talented applicants, who are looking to bring positive change and who are thinking to be a change makers, to find solutions to the shared challenges that our communities face. So if you feel like you have that, that role to bring change, to to cause change in your community, in whatever area of specialization or in whatever field, then this particular scholarship is right for you. So before submitting an application, please review the current. You have to review the current available courses, you see. So there are specific courses actually which you have to you should choose destinations. So there are specific courses, there are specific destinations in terms of university or school that where you would like to pursue that particular courses. And the entry requirements. So there are three things which are very important. So the specific courses, the destinations, and the entry requirements, both for Queen Elizabeth Commonwealth Scholarship, but also for the particular school or university that you are interested in. For each university listed below. So they strongly advise applicants to read all of the application guidance and they frequently ask the questions carefully before starting an application. So before you start the application, you should visit the application guidance. So before we visit this application guidance, let's first finish up to the end of this page. So applications are now open and it will actually close on 24 May 2023. So you still have a lot of time, guys, to learn about this opportunity and start processing your application. So application, I mean, what does the scholarship cover? Now, this is the benefit, the coverage of the scholarship. So the scholarship will offers you a full tuition fees. So it pays you tuition fee, but also will give you a living allowance, a stipend for a duration of award. And this is a monthly based stipend. But also the scholarship will pay for you a return economy flights to host country. But also there will be one of arrival allowance. So at the time of arrival, this scholarship will give you a particular, a specific amount of allowance. But also there is a research support grant on a request only, subject to approval. So these are the benefits of scholarship coverage. So in case you win this scholarship, so you will get all of these benefit. So then these here are the list of the destinations, the universities where you should think of applying. And every university here is also has listed the particular, courses, the particular program or measures that you have to, to apply. So this is a Fiji, Samoa, and Vanuatu. So in Fiji, there's one university, and this is the University of the South Pacific. I know this university because I once admitted to pursue this course. I once admitted to pursue Master of Arts Development Studies at this particular university, so I know it very well. So at this particular university in Fiji, these here are the list of the measures or courses those you can apply, you can think of applying. So there's a Master of Arts Applied Linguistics, there's MA Development Studies, there's MA Diplomacy or International Affairs, there's MA Geography, Governance, History, Journalism, Linguistics, Literature, Major in Education, Marine Management, MA, they are all MA, Mathematics, Pacific Studies, Politics, or International Affairs, Social Policy, there's a Social Policy, but also there is a Sociology, there is a Master of Agriculture by thesis, there's a Master of Commerce in Accounting by thesis, there is Master of Commerce in Economics. So if we see by thesis, this means it's actually totally, it's partly coursework and partly research based. Or sometimes it is even research-based entirely program. So there's also Master of Commerce in Economics, Master of Commerce in Official Statistics, Master of Commerce in Population Studies and Demography. So these are the plenty number of courses that are offered at this particular University of the South Pacific, from which you can apply one. So this is the contact for this particular university, and if you want to apply, you go click here, apply. Actually, we'll show you how to do this. Then we first want to familiarize with these schools and the courses. Another school or another university is in South Africa. This is Stellenbosch University in South Africa. So you have an opportunity here to pursue Master of Science in Pharmacology and Master of Engineering, Chemical Engineering. So here also they listed the requirements at the University of Stellenbosch. University entry requirements: candidates eligible to apply for master's degree in the Department of Process Engineering include graduates with a 4-year undergraduate degree leading to professional qualifications such as BE and BSc Engineering, or graduates with the BSc honors degree in one of the following fields: computer science, mathematics, applied mathematics, chemistry, biological sciences, or physics. Applicants are required to submit a university application at the same time as their scholarship application. So at this particular university, for applying Queen Elizabeth Commonwealth Scholarship at Stellenbosch University, so as an applicant, you should submit an application at the university at the same time a scholarship application. So you visit the link, you go apply at the Stellenbosch University, and at the same time you apply at Queen Elizabeth Commonwealth Scholarship. So let's go first try to see these universities. There's the Tshwane University of Technology. So we'll try to see the course here. Try to see what are the courses provided. Can it open? Yes, we'll try to see the courses at this particular university. Remember, this university also is in South Africa, Tshwane University of Technology. So it's very important actually to be familiar with the schools and the courses that are offered before making any further decision. So we'll try so that you this waiting so the system can let us get in and try to see these courses offered at this particular university. Guys, this is a wonderful scholarship opportunity. So all right, we're already there. And this is at Tshwane University. So I'm going to share with us the courses. Oh, there are a lot of courses. There are a lot of program. You see here, there's a program, Diploma in Commerce, Commercial Photograph. Wait, let's try to see here. Try to open here. Okay. So let's try to see. No. The minimum requirements. I want to see something else. We'll try to. I see here courses are categorized based on the particular the faculty, I think. So as you can see here these are the courses. You try to see here. Because this is a brochure. This is a brochure. So for example, you see here program agricultural sciences, diploma in animal science, and this is the subject levels. So admission point, recommended subject, and they try to explain the careers. So actually, you can explore on this brochure and find the course or the program that interests you at this particular university. So then, after you get the particular course of your interest, then you go for the next step. So the university entry requirements you can refer to the Seoane University of Technology website. So if you click here, you will get to know or to understand about the entry requirements, as we have seen some of the requirements on the brochure. Please ensure that the master's that you select is a maximum of the 2 years in a length, and that the course title included in your Queen Elizabeth Commonwealth Scholarship. So the course title should be included in the application form, should match actually the course title on the university's website. So you should not confuse. Applicants are required to submit a university application at the same time as the application. So it's the same application as the particular university we have seen first. So you submit the application both at the school or at the university, and at the same time at the scholarship application, at the Queen Elizabeth Commonwealth Scholarship. Please note that applicants to South Africa will need to complete SAQA equivalence to be considered for a scholarship, as this is required by South African institutions. So you should need to fill this first. So there are people who you can contact. This is the email address, and this is how you can apply. I want first to introduce you with these schools or this university. Another one is the University of Pretoria. View courses. If you click here, we go to see the courses. University of Entry requirement. The university entry requirement, please ensure that the masters that you selected is a maximum of the. So I think I see most of the university in South Africa, they have the same procedures. So these are the courses, and this is the application instruction. Actually, what I'm interested is to view the courses here. Yes, this is important to see the courses. And after we finish that, we continue with the Sri Lanka to see for those who want to to attend their education in Sri Lanka. So we'll try to see also the courses that you can apply at Sri Lanka. So this here are the programs or courses that you can apply. So for the research, for the genomics research, so they are categorized based on the research field, institutional research themes. So you see there's chemical engineering, mechanical engineering, health sciences, food sciences, veterinary science, education, immunology, genetics, biochemistry. And these are the fields. I mean, these are the subjects. So if you are interested among these programs, then you can think of University of Pretoria. You see, so there's a sociology, biological science, methodology, sociology. Again, social, yeah. There's also political science, there's law, there's economics. So there are a lot of courses actually you have to explore now in details to see the course that interest you mostly, and not only interest you, but also the course that you meet the eligibility criteria. Then there's Sri Lanka. If you want to pursue in Sri Lanka, your education in Sri Lanka. So there's a University of Colombo. There are two courses here. There are two majors. There's Master of Science Molecular Life Sciences. There's Master of Science Cellular and Molecular Immunology. So university entry requirements, applicants are required to submit a university application at the same time as the application, the scholarship application. So you apply both sides at the university and at Queen Elizabeth Commonwealth Scholarship. So if you click here, this is the contact. If you have a query regarding University of Colombo in Sri Lanka, then you can contact this person here to get more information. So there's University of Sirijawe-Wadenepura, also in Sri Lanka. At this university, you can only apply Master of Business, MBA, Master of Business Administration. The university entry requirements, applicants are required to submit a university application at the same time as their scholarship application. So both, you apply at the university and you apply at the scholarship. This is the contact. So those are the countries that are listed with their partner programs. So be reminded, you don't apply outside of the program which is mentioned on this list, because doing so, it means you will be rejected automatically. You will not be considered for the scholarship, of course. So guys, these are the countries with their respective universities and the programs offered under this scholarship opportunity. So then you see there are a lot of information here you can explore. You can meet the scholars here and try to familiarize with these people. So you can explore this website and learn a lot from it. Explore the theme. You can explore the theme, international collaboration of this scholarship. Now, after we have seen different universities, different countries, different programs under this scholarship, now let's try to see the application guidance. This is a very critical area. The application guidance for Queen Elizabeth Commonwealth Scholarship. So what does it entail? Application Queen Elizabeth Commonwealth Scholarship Application Guidance. The application form consists of the following sections. So while you are starting your application process, you should note these are the important sections that you will include in the application form. Eligibility, are you eligible? So you will choose, you will actually prove your eligibility. Personal details, there are personal details that you will be asked and you respond. Academic and employment record. So you will fill your academic details and your employment record, but also course at host university details. So we'll actually fill the details required here. Statements. Now this is a critical point here, statements. Then you will upload supporting documents, including references. Here now at this statements, here is where I want to take you. So the statement section is formed of 3 main statements, which applicants need to provide. Guidance for what is required for each statement is shown below, as well as on the applicant form itself. So these questions also, they are available at the application form, especially when you start your application process after creating the account, logging in, then you will access these statement, these questions. So be reminded, plagiarism is not allowed. Application shown to be plagiarized will not be considered. So statement 1 is the plan of study, 200 to 400 words. So this is the statement 1, and it has some questions that you should respond to. So Queen Elizabeth Commonwealth Scholarship provide unique opportunities to study abroad for masters in leading universities in low and middle-income Commonwealth countries. Your statement should answer the following questions. So there are about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. 5 questions at statement 1. So all of these 5 questions, the response that you will give, the answers that you will give, should be within 200 to 400 words, not more than 400. Be reminded, not more than 400 words. So let's try to see these questions for statement 1. Why have you chosen to study this course? For example, we have seen, let's say, Master of Arts in Development Studies. So you should give the reason. Why have you chosen to study this course? So we try to share the overview, but while you are trying to respond, you should be more specific to the program that you choose. So there should be actually the reason for why you choose the particular course. Probably is it because the course that you are choosing is very relevant to your previous education background. Perhaps if you did a bachelor degree in chemical engineering, and then you're applying master degree in chemical engineering, so that might be a reason behind, like you had the same background, so you like to add on your previous background. You want to add more knowledge from that area. So that might be a reason, some reasons that will, make you choose that particular course. So what is specific features? Just on this question, there are still another part. What specific features of the course do you find interesting? So what are the features? Now, at this point is when you need to, to visit the website of that particular course or program you're applying to start the content, to see the course content, to see the particular subject, that you are interested in that particular program. So is it you choose it because there are some subject that you see they are very important for you? Is it the content, the structure? You see, say it is the structure, the offline. So that might be the feature as well, because if we say offline, it means you get an opportunity to interact with with the learning facilities, interact with your lecturers. So what are the features? So the features might be the course structure, might be some subjects, and you have to mention those subjects. It might be some practical modality behind that particular course. Let's say 50% or 60% is practical, and 40% of that course is theory. So that might be the reason for you to choose that particular course. So you'll be able to discuss here. So you choose that course because the course structure, because of the the course content, because of the subject, like subject 1, subject 2, subject 3, or because like 40 or 60% is practical based, focusing on the practical aspect. And this is very important for you, as a student. So that might be a feature, a specific feature for the specific course. So please try to learn the particular course that you are applying in detail, so that to be in a position to explain the features that the particular course or measure or program you are applying is having. Because it is actually those features which motivate you to choose that particular course. So again, why do you want to undertake this course at this institution? Why this course now? Because you have already stated the why you choose it. Then you have again highlighted some of the specific features that you are interested. Then why do you want to undertake this course at this institution? So now you have to visit that particular institution and narrow it to the department level. Try to see what the facilities your department is having. Is it high quality laboratories? Is it higher research projects that are being carried out there? Is it a number of professors or best lecturers who you found there at that particular department or particular school? And then this is the point where, so if you find like you meet some of the lecturers or professors, it might be through website, visiting the website, or through social media, social network. And if you find some professors, then you can speak about that as well. Like you want to undertake this coursework because you find that the department there is this professor, there's this professor, and this professor, they are specialized in this area, and these are the one of the areas that you are also interested in. So there's how you can visit the institution, the university that you're applying, and directly try to link the information from the institution, the academic information, but also the general environment of that particular institution. Maybe it's really one of the university or institution which is placed at a good geographical location. So as a student, you also like to pursue education at such a wonderful university that will give you a conducive environment for you to learn. So there are a lot of the reasons that you can suggest to respond against this particular question. So please visit the laboratories, visit the academic staff, so visit the student community as well. Try to see the background of most of the students, and the link with this particular question while responding. So the question actually also is asking you, and why did you choose the particular country? So try to research about that country. What is unique about that country? Is it the climate? For example, the climate is hot, and you are coming from hot country. So probably that might be a reason, like, oh, that particular country is hot and actually is in a tropical country, and I'm coming from tropical country, so it's easier for you to easily adapt in the particular environment, and that will smoothen your education process. Although it might be things related to culture, dance, language, some traditional language, like you think or you feel you wish you'd learn about the tradition of the other people, gaining the the cross cultural skills. So there's might be a reason for choosing a particular country. It also might be something related to peace and security in a particular country, like in some countries where there's peace and security, where the level of the crime rate is actually low. So those are the reasons for choosing a particular country. So actually, you can try to research about the particular country, the qualities of that particular countries, but the reasons should lies within these ones which I'm sharing. So is it a geographical location? Is it a cultural diversity that you really want to learn? Is it the political stability? Because if the country is political stable, it means as a student you will have a good opportunity to focus on your studies peacefully. So this is how the overview on how you can think of addressing this kind of question. What have you done to research your chosen university? This is also very important. What did you do to research the particular university? Did you Google on the internet and try to find the particular information? Then you will speak. You will talk about that. You use the Google, or you had a friend, who studied at that particular university, so he or she shared about you. I mean, he or she shared about the university. So she shared you or he shared you about the particular university, the qualities. So there are different, means to research about a particular university. It might be through internet. It might be through friends or people or students who already studied at the particular university or who are currently student. And you can get these people even through social media or social network, like through LinkedIn, through Twitter, through Instagram, Facebook. You might meet with a student who is currently at a particular university that you are passionate to apply or to attend, and then you can start exchange information, get to know deeper about that particular university. So that's the research process. You are researching to know about the particular university. It might be a media, about the mainstream media publishing about that particular university. It might be a television. It might be, let's say, magazine, newspapers that reporting about the particular university in that particular country, especially reporting the reputation. or reporting the excellence of that particular, university. So there are different ways on how you can research the particular university to know about the particular university. Different ways can be used. So you can, your response should lie within these kinds of means that you can use to research the particular university. So how is this course relevant to your future career plans? So should you first understand your future career plans. So what are the skills that the particular course will offer you, especially the skills that are related to your future career plan? First of all, what is your future career plan? Where do you see yourself in next 10 to 15 years? Where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as a project officer at one of the, regional organization, such or in one of the multinational company? Do you see yourself as a boss at a particular, or do you see yourself as a minister, let's say as a minister of education in your country, or minister of natural resources in your country? Then if you see yourself as a minister of, let's say, for agriculture in your home country in the next years or next 15 years, that is your future career plan. eh? Then how is that course relevant? How is that course relevant? Probably you want to pursue master degree in agriculture. Then yeah, that is relevant because studying agriculture, then you hope future to become an agriculturalist or crop researcher, or you might think of becoming a politician in the future, and then you hope to be a minister of agriculture because you have the background in agriculture. So you should connect your future plan, your future career plan. Where do you see yourself in next 10 to 15 years? And then connect to the course if they're relevant. Probably you wish to be a political leader in your home country. So if you wish to be a political leader in the next 10 years, then it's likely for you to start thinking of pursuing education related to political science for your master's degree or PhD, in order to gain more information, to specialize, to get a specialized knowledge about your politics, because this will prepare you to become a good political leader. So you should connect the course that you're applying with your future career plan, and explain how your previous studies and experience make you a suitable candidate for this course. So you should be aware about your previous studies, previous education, and actually the skills that you gained. For example, if you did the master degrees in community development, and what skills did that program, give you? Is it a research skills? Because probably during your previous education, you had an opportunity to conduct your research project, and while conducting that particular project, so you actually get a good research skills, data correction, data analysis skills, uh, research gap or identification, problem statement. So those are skills. Yeah? Communication. While studying your bachelor degree, you had a good time, to learn about your communication, writing skills, speaking skills. So those skills are very important, and these the skills that you should mention. It might be you are a good manager when it comes to issue of time, good time management. Uh, you have that leadership skills. Maybe you had a great time to serve as a leader in some of the student clubs, in some of the, let's say, schools or college, let's say student government. So any leadership laurels that you had in your, or you have currently. So all these previous studies, some of the opportunities that gave you some skills during your previous studies or during your work experience. It might be internship or full-time work experience. So there might be some of the skills that you have accumulated. And these skills you should connect them now why they make you a suitable candidate for this particular course. For example, if we say, let's say you did your bachelor degree in, let's say, educational psychology, and then you had a good time, to do a research about, let's say, people who are addicted with the drugs. And during that research, you had a good time to develop a good research skills, to research about the drug addiction in society or community. So that particular research skills makes you a suitable, a good candidate for that particular course you are applying. If you are also applying something related to psychological education, for example, you are also going for master's degree in education psychology. So, and you already had a research project that was addressing the issues of, let's say, as I said, um, drug addiction. Maybe you had an opportunity to attend different conferences, different seminars, and you had a good time to, to speak out, to share about different findings. So you collected a good foundation of communication. So you have a good skills at communication. So that kind of communication, that skills, skill to communicate, makes you a suitable candidate for the particular course you are applying. It might be skills. So all the skills that are related to postgraduate education, especially directly related to the course that you are applying, actually should be linked to when responding to this question. So there's statement number 2, development impact and the cost study outreach. This is 3 up to 500 words. So the Queen Elizabeth Commonwealth scholarships are for students committed to creating change in their communities. Scholars will be supported to develop their knowledge and skills and learn how to apply them in their career so they can contribute towards solutions to global challenges and the UN Sustainable Development Goals. Remember, there's 17th United Sustainable Development Goals. So for the statement number 2, it is about development impact and the post-study outreach. Let's try to read the question. Remember, it is 3 to 500 words. So under this statement 2, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. Your statement should answer the following questions. Question number 1, describe briefly one of the challenge or problem in your country that you would like to address. How do you hope to contribute to addressing this? So you should be very specific with the kind of question, and it should be measurable and a sounding question. At this point should be honest, a measurable question, the question that is, or challenge, the measurable question, challenge or problem that is really needed to be addressed. The gap that you see in your country, is it a food insecurity? Is it the issue of water? Is it the issue of environmental pollution, specifically at a particular community? So what is the particular problem that you think really need to be addressed currently at your community or at your work position? So you think of that kind of problem or challenge, then you describe that kind of problem here. How do you hope to contribute to address this? Then how do you hope? Where do you get hope? Probably you get hope because you are looking to further your education to solve a problem. So this education that you will get will enable you now to address that particular question because will offer you some of the advanced skills. How will you propose the study help you contribute towards a solution to this challenge? Now you remember your proposed study, the program that you choose, the course that you choose to apply under this scholarship. How is it going to help you address this problem or this challenge you mentioned here? So you should see the coursework, the skills that he is going to offer you, and how does those skills matches with the problem in question, with the problem you described. Then what skills do you expect to gain from this scholarship? Now the overall skills from the scholarship that you hope to get. What skills? Remember, you are going to pursue education in a different community. You are also going to meet people from diverse cultural background, the education background. So there might be a lot of skills. There might be advancing, communication skills. It might be your ability to interact with the other people, the collaboration skills. So there are plenty of skills that you will collect during your scholarship, tenure. It might be public speaking, scholarship, research skills. So there are a lot. So you think of that in a very specific context. How will you share the knowledge and skills gained on a word in your local community? Now, how will you share? Because you will get the knowledge, you will get the skills. How do you plan it to share with your local community? Anyway, how will your local community benefit from the knowledge and the skills that you will acquire or that you will gain during your scholarship, during your studies, and the wider commonwealth when you return home? So you should actually respond specifically how you prepare yourself to benefit the knowledge and the skills gained to your local community at the time you return to your home country. For example, are you working at a particular company or public institution? Now, how are you going to share that particular knowledge and skills just right at your work position, right at the department level where you are working? Or are you planning to organize some kind of collaboration, let's say with some other stakeholders to plan for intervention to a particular community, especially vulnerable community in different things? It might be small scale farmers. So you have to think on how you can share that particular knowledge and skill. This is very important as well. Then, Sustainable Development Goals 150 to 200 words. So which of the UN Sustainable Development Goals does the subject you are studying most align to? You can pick more than one. So please here you should try as much as possible to see all of the 17th UN Sustainable Development Goals and try to screen how many goals align direct with the course, or measure or program that you are planning to study. So you are actually allowed to select more than one. And please, I advise you to choose more than one that directly align some United Development goals. They have direct or indirect relationship with different courses or different field of study. So you have to see those which are direct align or those which are indirectly align. How will your proposed study contribute to this or these sustainable development goals? Wow, wonderful again. So again, you should share the skills that you are getting from the particular course and how those skills will help you to, to contribute to each of the, let's say, goals, UN Sustainable Development Goals that you have selected. So this should be within these words, amount of 200 words, and it should not be more than that. Statement number 3. Statement number 3. Creating network, 200 to 400 words. So here there are about 3 questions now. Your statement should answer the following questions. Let's try to see. Explain how you have developed professional networks. This can be through academic studies, hobbies, work experience, volunteering, involvement in social, cultural, or commonwealth organizations. So please try as much as possible to share or to explain how you have developed professional networks. How do you develop a professional network? How do you meet people during your previous education, your friends, your lecturers, different people you meet? How do you meet people, and how do you establish, a network or relationship with the other people? Or in your hobbies, it might be sports, it might be in swimming. You might meet some new people in different hobbies that you in your hobby, in different hobby that you are doing. So how do you meet people out there? And then what next when you meet people? Do you create some form of relationship, some form of friendship, some form of network, and to continue that network, to continue communicating, to continue sharing different things beyond the activity that you are doing as a hobby? How do you meet people in a different context? For example, if you are working at a particular company, organization, department, probably you meet people, different people. How do you network? How do you communicate with these people? How do you, share beyond the work-related matters? Because some of these people, some are senior to you, some they are senior in your field, some they know more, they have more experience than you. So how do you connect with those kind of people and get benefit from them? Volunteering, involvement in a social, cultural, common. So actually, how do you meet people in this particular context, and how do you, take the relationship from the first meeting to the next level? So this is how you respond. Next, how have you used the networks and the connections that you have developed? So you have already met people in academic studies, for example, in your former previous class. You had friends in your different hobbies that you pursue. There are people that you meet in your work experience. So then, how do you use that networks? How do you use these networks? How do you use these peoples? Because some peoples here, for example, here at hobby, like you are runners, you are running, so you meet people, not only for running, but some peoples have different set of skills beyond running. Maybe they are working at a particular company. Maybe they are researcher at a particular organizations. So how do you use these networks? How do you use these networks connection to develop? There's networks you developed to achieve something. Probably like you might learn a lot of skills from these networks. So you have to connect the networks that you developed and how you can use these networks to learn, to achieve something or to learn something. What did you achieve? Then what did you achieve? Probably, let's say here, let's take an example. Probably he was just a graduate from university, a fresh graduate who had no adequate research skills. So during your work experience, during your field practical attachment, no, I mean during your volunteer or internship placement, maybe you had a good time to establish a good communication, a close communication with one of the senior at that particular work position. And then you had the time to submit and try as much as possible to learn from one of the boss about research activities. So you achieved to learn new skills, new research skills. So there are a lot of things that you can achieve through the interactions of these in this context. How might you develop these connections further during your interactions, international study experience? Then what is your plan to develop these connections further? Because you don't just develop with them and keep them away while you are going to pursue your education or while you are going to further your education during your scholarship tenure. No, you continue developing these connections. Now, what's your plan? Maybe your plan is to reach out to your professors in your class. Maybe you plan to attend in a different cultural activities at the particular school or university where you will be attending your studies. You see, perhaps you plan to have a team of people who are sharing or having different sports that also will give you an opportunity to meet people and to continue expanding your network and your connections. Perhaps you have a plan to continue using social network or social media such as LinkedIn, to keep reaching out to, lecturers, academicians from different universities, students from different universities, different continents, different countries, and that will give you an opportunity to continue the development of those connections during your international study experience. So there are a lot of things here to do to continue, developing your connections. So this is just, guys, the guide, just the overview on how you can respond to this question. Remember, you need to be very specific here, but with this information, hope they will guide you on how now you can try to prepare a compelling response against each of the questions here. Be reminded with the number of the maximum words that is required for you to respond. Don't go above the number of words that has been indicated. So hope this is going to help you guys as you are planning to apply for the Queen Elizabeth Commonwealth scholarship. So we have at least, touched every corner of this particular scholarship. So please, all the best. If you still have a particular challenge in applying this scholarship specifically, please write in the comment section, and we will be happy to respond to support you. So good luck.